In the early 1920s, America was glowing with optimism. Factories buzzed, jazz filled the air, and science promised a bright future. But in small factory rooms in places like New Jersey and Illinois, something else was glowing too. The girls. They were young, teenagers mostly, full of life, full of dreams. They worked at watch factories, painting tiny numbers on watch dials using a luminous paint made with radium, a miracle element discovered by Marie Curie. Radium was magical, they said. It glowed in the dark. It symbolized progress. It was used in medicine, cosmetics, even toothpaste, and the girls were told it was safe. Their job was simple: dip the brush in paint. Shape the tip with their lips, paint the numbers carefully. Lip, dip, paint. Hundreds of times a day. The paint sparkled beautifully. Sometimes the girls would paint their nails with it. Decorate their teeth. They would walk into dance halls glowing faintly under the lights. They were called ghost girls. They had no idea the glow was slowly killing them. At first it was small things: toothaches, fatigue, a little jaw pain. Then the pain became unbearable. Teeth began falling out. Gums rotted, bones weakened. Doctors were confused. Some blamed syphilis. Some called the girls hysterical, but something horrifying was happening inside their bodies. Radium mimics calcium. When swallowed, it travels to the bones, and it stays there. Radiation slowly destroyed them from the inside. One girl, Grace Fryer, worked for years before realizing the truth. Her jaw began deteriorating. Abscesses formed. Surgeries failed. When doctors removed her jawbone, it glowed in the dark. She was only in her 20s. The companies knew. Internal memos later revealed they were aware of radium's dangers. Male scientists wore protective gloves and lead screens, but the girls were told it was harmless. The factories needed profit. The watches were popular. War contracts demanded speed. And the girls kept painting. One by one they became sick. One by one they died, but they refused to stay silent. In a time when women rarely sued powerful corporations, these young factory workers did the unthinkable. They took their employers to court. The case shocked America. Newspapers covered their suffering. Photos showed women too weak to stand. The companies tried to delay the trial, hoping the girls would die before judgment. Some did, but not all. In 1928, the Radium Girls reached a settlement. It wasn't enough to undo their suffering. It wasn't enough to give them back their health. But it changed history. Their case helped establish modern labor laws. It forced companies to take workplace safety seriously. It created legal precedent for workers' rights. And most importantly, it exposed the truth. Radium was not magic, it was poison. The girls glowed in the dark, but their courage shined brighter. They were not scientists, not politicians, not famous leaders. They were factory workers. Teenagers, daughters, sisters. And they faced one of the most powerful industries in America while dying. Today, their story is remembered as one of the most important labor rights battles in history. Their bones still contain traces of radium, a haunting reminder of what they endured. But their legacy lives on in every workplace safety regulation, every protective glove, every warning label. They were told to lip, dip, paint. Instead, they painted a revolution. And even in death, they glowed.